sends and what's his embassy? Yourself, held precious in the world's esteem, to parley with the sole inheritor of all perfections that a man may owe, matchless Navarre. The plea of no less weight than Aquitaine, a dowry for a queen. Be now as prodigal of all your grace, as nature was in making graces dear when she did starve the general world beside, and prodigally gave them all to you.
Good Lord Boyer, my beauty, though but mean, needs not the painted flourish of your praise. Beauty is but the judgment of the eye, not uttered by base sails of chapmen's tongues. But now, to task the tasker, good Lord Boyer, you are not ignorant all-telling fame doth noise abroad. Navarre hath made a vow. Till painful study shall outweigh 3 years, no woman may approach his silent court. And therefore, it seeming it a needful course before we enter his forbidden gates, to know his pleasure. And on that behalf, bold of your worthiness, we single you as our best-moving fair solicitor. Tell him that the daughter of the King of France, on serious business, craving quick dispatch, importunes personal conference with his grace.
Proud of employment, willingly I go.
All pride is willing pride, and yours is so. Who are the votaries, my loving ladies, that are vow fellows to this virtuous duke?
Lord Longaville is one.
Know you the man?
In Normandy, I saw this Longaville. A man of sovereign parts, he is esteemed, well-fitted in arts, glorious in arms. Nothing becomes him ill that he would well.
Who are the rest?
The young Dumaine, a well-accomplished youth, of all that virtue loved, he hath wit to make an ill shape good. I saw him at Duke Alençon's once, and much too little of that good I saw is my report to his great worthiness.
Another of these students at that time was there with him, if I have heard a truth. For Rome they call him, but a merrier man. His eye begets occasion for his wit. For every object that the one doth catch, the other turns to a mirth-moving jest, which his fair tongue, conceits expositor, delivers in such apt and gracious words that aged ears play truant at his tales, and younger hearings are quite ravished. So sweet and voluble is his discourse.
God bless my ladies. Are they all in love? That every one her own she hath garnished with such bedecking ornaments of praise? Here comes Boyer. Now at admittance, Lord.
Navarre had notice of your fair approach, and he and his competitors in oath were all addressed to meet you, gentle lady, before I came. Mary, thus much have I learnt. He rather means to lodge you in the field. Here comes Navarre. Fair princess, welcome to the courts of Navarre.
Fair, I give you back again, and welcome I have not yet. The roof of this court is too high to be yours, and welcome to the wide field too base to be mine.
You shall be welcome, madam, to my court.
I will be welcome then, conduct me thither.
Hear me, dear lady, for I have sworn an oath.
Our Lady help my poor lord, he'll be forsworn.
Not for the world, fair madam, but my will.
Why, will shall break it, will and nothing else.
Your ladyship is ignorant what it is.
I hear your grace hath sworn out housekeeping. 'Tis deadly sin to keep that oath, my lord. And sin to break it. But pardon me, I am too sudden bold to teach a teacher ill beseemeth me. Vouchsafe to read the purpose of my coming, and suddenly resolve me in my suit.
Madam, I will, if suddenly I may.
You will the sooner that I were away, for you prove perjured if you make me stay.
Did I not dance with you in Brabant once?
Did I not dance with you in Brabant once?
I know you did.
How needless was it then to ask the question?
You must not be so quick.
'Tis long of you that spur me with such questions.
Your wit's too hot, speed's too fast, 'twill tire.
Not till it leaves the rider in the mire.
Madame, your father here got me the payment of 100,000 crowns, being one half of the entire sum distributed by my father in his wars. But say that he, or we, as neither have, received the sum which still remains unpaid, 100,000 crowns, in surety of which 1 part of Aquitaine is bound to us, although not valued to the money's worth. If the king your father will restore the 1/2 which is unsatisfied, we will hold fair friendship with his majesty again. But that, it seems, he little composeth, for here he doth demand 100,000 crowns. Dear princess, were not his request so far from reason's yielding, your fair self should make some yielding in my breast, and go well satisfied to France again.
You do the king my father too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your name in so unseeming to confess receipt of that which hath so faithfully been paid.
I do protest, I've never heard of it. But if prove it, I'll repay it back, or yield up Aquitaine.
We arrest your word. Boyer, you can produce acquittances for such a sum from special officers of Charles, his father?
Satisfy me so.
So please your grace, the packet is not come where that and other specialties are bound. Tomorrow you shall have a sight of them.
It shall suffice me, at which interview all liberal reason I will yield unto. Meantime, receive such welcome at my hand, as honor without the breach of honor may. You may not come, fair princess, in my gates, but here you shall be so received, as you shall deem yourself lodged in my heart. Tomorrow we shall visit you again.
Sweet health and fair desires consort your grace.
Thine own wish, I wish thee in every place.
Lady, I will commend you to my heart.
Pray you, do my commendations. I would be glad to see it.
I would you heard it groan.
Is the fool sick?
Sick at the heart.
Alack! Let it blood.
Would that do it good?
My physic says I.
Will you prick it with your eye?
No point, my knife.
Well, then God save thy life.
And yours. From long living.
I cannot stay Thanksgiving. Sir, I pray you, a word. What lady is the same?
The heir of Alençon, Catherine her name.
A gallant lady. Monsieur, fare you well.
I pray you, sir, a word. What is she in the white?
A woman sometimes, and you saw her in the light.
Perchance light in the light. I desire her name.
She hath but one for herself. To desire that were a shame.
Pray you, sir, whose daughter?
Her mother's, I have heard.
God's blessings on thy beard.
Good sir, be not offended. She is an heir of Falconbridge.
Nay, my caller is ended. She is a most sweet lady.
What's her name in the cap?
Rosaline, by good hap.
Is she wedded or no?
To her will, sir, or so.
You're welcome, sir, I do.
That last is grown. The merry madcap lord. Not a word with him, but a jest.
It was well done of you to take him at his word.
I was as willing to grapple as he was to board.
Two hot sheets, marry.
And wherefore not ships? No shade, sweet lamb, unless we feed on your lips.
Not so, gentle beast. My lips are no common, though several they may be.
Belonging to whom?
My fortunes and me.
Good wits will be jangling, but gentles agree. This civil war of wits is better used on Navarre and his bookmen, for here 'tis abused.
If my observation, which very seldom lie, deceive me not now, Navarre is infected.
With what?
With that which we lovers entitle affected. Affection.
Your reason?
Why? All his behaviors did make their retire to the court of his eye, peeping through desire. His heart, like an agate with your print impressed, proud with his form, and his eye pride expressed. All senses to that sense did make their repair, to feel only looking on fairest of fair. Methought all senses were locked in his eye as jewels in crystal for some prince to buy. His face his own margent did quote such amazes, that all eyes saw his eyes enchanted with gazes. I'll give you Aquitaine and all that is his, and you give him for my sake but one loving kiss.
Come to our pavilion, Boyer is disposed.
But to speak that in words which his eyes disclosed, I only have made a mouth of his eye by adding a tongue which I know will not lie.
Thou art an old love-monger, and speakst skillfully.
He is Cupid's grandfather and learns news of him.
Then was Venus like her mother, for her father is but gray.
Do you hear my mad wenches?
No,
What then do you see?
I, our way to be gone.
You are too hard for me.